Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Is it me again, sitting in the same spot in the same outfit on the same day, pre-filming a bunch of content? Yes, it is. You guys might know I had not filmed anything for YouTube in a really long time, so now that I'm kind of feeling in the mood, have the energy, have my camera all set up, I have my space, I have my privacy today, I'm like really trying to pre-film a bunch of things so that I can kind of slowly release content to you guys. So I'm sorry, maybe that's not like the best YouTuber behavior to just be like pre-filming and like not even trying to make it look like a different day, different outfit, whatever. I'm just keeping it real with you. I'm pre-filming a whole bunch of content. But anyway, today we're doing the top 10 things I love about my apartment. So I live in a tiny little 400-ish square foot, not a studio, it is a 1-bedroom apartment in Rittenhouse Square, Philadelphia. And I truly love this apartment. It has its problems. If you saw my last video, 10 things I hate about my apartment, it definitely has its problems, it has its drawbacks, but there are so many things I love about it and I really want to share those with you guys. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. Number 1, the afternoon light. So my apartment has a bay window in the back, which is where the bedroom is, and I have my desk right in front of the bay window, and my window faces a building. I don't want to be too specific about it because I want to be safe on the internet, but my apartment faces a building that is white. I have this big white wall that I face, which like in some ways is kind of boring. Like I wish I had a view to look at, but because it's all white in the afternoon, it really bounces all of this like beautiful sunlight off of the white wall back into my apartment. And it's so nice. It's so nice. Like it's just a beautiful, like golden hour-y, like beautiful light in my apartment. And so I really appreciate that if I have to face like away from the street or whatever, that I can at least face a white wall. Number 2 is my pink tile bathroom. I love this bathroom. I know that this is not for everyone. It's not everyone's taste. It's definitely quite feminine, I guess. But my whole bathroom is pink tiles with blue accents, and it's so freaking cute. I love it. I love old houses and like quirky old detailing, and I feel like the pink tile bathroom is just such a vintagey style. And it's so cute. I really like it. I have had a little trouble styling everything in the bathroom because it doesn't get great light. I've had trouble finding a shower curtain that I actually like. The bath rug right now doesn't match, but like overall, it's a really cute space. I just put up these shelves really recently, so that's helped bring some warmth in. I'm able to tie in some of the pink and blue with like my plant pots and my artwork and whatnot, and I'm adding more plants throughout the whole space slowly over time. So I love this bathroom. I think it's super cute, and I've really done some work to make it a little bit more charming and homey. Number 3 is my gallery wall. This is probably my number 1 favorite thing in the apartment. I love this gallery wall. I really started to feel like this was my home once my artwork was up on the walls. And I've slowly expanded this over time. Like when I first put it up, it was kind of just the middle section, and then I expanded it upwards, and then I went over. So it's grown over time. And I've also started a second gallery wall in my bedroom. And that one so far is gonna be like more large scale art, I think. That one's just kind of like growing as I acquire new pieces. But I love having them. Like it really makes it feel like it's my house because it's all of my artwork like compiled together, and it's just like unmistakably me in the house. It's definitely the number 1 thing people like compliment or mention when they come over, and it just makes me feel really good that like it's inviting, it's welcoming, it's a collection of stuff that I've picked up from all over the place over the years. So I love it. It's truly one of my favorite things about the apartment. Number 4, the high ceilings. This is great in a small apartment because it really makes me feel like the space is a lot bigger than what it is. My previous apartment in Charlottesville, we were kind of in like a basement unit, so we had very low ceilings, and it feels very cramped when you're in a low ceiling house. So to be in a really small apartment with high ceilings, I just feel like I have so much more space. I feel like, you know, your eye draws up. I have more space for artwork. The only drawback about this is that I am not very tall. So I've had trouble with like things like I want to hang plants or like hang light fixtures and stuff from the ceiling, and I like physically can't do it by myself. So I did have a tall friend just moved to Philly recently, so hopefully he can come over and help me out with a few things. But I love the tall ceilings. It really makes a difference in a small apartment. Number 5 is having a separate bedroom. I'm so happy that I didn't end up in a studio apartment and I was able to find something with a separated bedroom. A lot of the apartments, I think almost all of them, except maybe one or two that I looked at when I was moving to Philly, all of them were studios, and I was just so worried about being able to have a designated space for sleeping, resting, working, relaxing, cooking. Like I really wanted those things to have some amount of separation. I do have my desk in my bedroom, which is not ideal. I really wish that I had space to have a workspace that was not in my bedroom, but you know, that's kind of, you win some, you lose some, I guess, with a small apartment, and I'm so grateful to have a separate bedroom. This was also great when I adopted Clove because I was able to keep the cats completely separated with the door closed while they kind of got used to each other and like the smells and the sounds of another cat being in the house. So that was really, really helpful. Also, it's helpful now that they get along with each other because I can put the cats out of my room at night. I've been sleeping a lot better. I'm not getting as much cat hair and stuff in my sheets, which is gross. So that has been really helpful. I love that I have a door and I can close it and just be by myself in there. Number 6 is my secondhand furniture and decor. At this point in my life, almost everything that I own, except for maybe like a handful of things, are secondhand. Many of them are vintage and antique as well, which is really fun for me. I think that slowly acquiring stuff over time and like waiting to find the perfect thing that you've been looking for, it's such a satisfying feeling when you find it and like when you get to bring it home and style it in your house. I have let go of things over the years. I've acquired a few new things since I've been to Philly, but I really love having a house that's completely secondhand and I know where everything came from. Everything is a cool, interesting memory. Similar to all of my artwork, it's just much more special and much more homey for me to have things that are kind of from all over the place and everything has a story. Number 7 is the location. Oh my gosh, my location is so great. It's like unbeatable. Philadelphia is a fairly affordable city overall. I do live in Rittenhouse Square, which is one of the pricier neighborhoods. So I was really lucky to find something that was in my price range in Rittenhouse because that was something I was a little worried about. It's a really safe area overall. I can walk to everywhere I need to go. I live really close to the park, so I can go to the farmer's market every weekend. A lot of my friends live right in the same neighborhood around the corner. There's so many cute restaurants and bakeries and just like events and things going on all the time. It's really easy for me to walk to the train. I can walk to City Hall. I can walk to my groceries. I can walk to my hairdresser. Like everything I need is right near my apartment. That's the only drawback of like moving somewhere else because I've thought about like living in South Philly. I've thought about living in West Philly. I've thought about living like near the art museum, you know, different places around town. And it's just like so hard to be my location in terms of walkability, affordability of my apartment, and cuteness factor. Like cuteness factor. Rittenhouse is so cute. All these like beautiful historic old houses, beautiful flowers that people have in their gardens. Like I love walking around my neighborhood. It's really a beautiful place to live, and I'm so lucky to live in such a nice area. Number 8 is the management. So the management of this apartment is actually really good. They're very hands-off, which honestly is kind of what you want in a landlord. Like they just leave me alone. They don't bother me. I've never had a problem with them. And like anytime I've needed something from them, it's been fixed the next day. My only complaint about that is that like sometimes the maintenance people won't like confirm that they're coming, but they do come really quickly and they fix everything. So I haven't had really many problems at all in the space, and every time I have had one, it's been addressed immediately. So I'm really happy with that. Also, the realtor who helped me find the place is super nice, and I will definitely be going back to him for my future moves. The girl that lived in my apartment before me is actually a friend of mine, and she moved to a space a few blocks away that he found for her. So I've seen demonstrated his ability to find like cute, affordable places in Philly. So I will definitely keep working with him. It's just really nice to have landlords that are not in your business, refusing to fix things, giving you a hard time, showing up unannounced. Like I've lived in those situations before, and I'm so happy that I don't have to deal with that anymore. Number 9, I mentioned this in my last video about things that I hate, which is that the apartment is really small. And in the other video, I said being really small makes it really easy that it gets messy. Like anything out of place just feels like the whole apartment is messy because there's so much limited space. However, on the flip side of that, it is really easy to clean. Like, it really doesn't take me long to clean the whole apartment because it's so small. It's only 3 rooms. It's like the bedroom, the kitchen, living room, and the bathroom. So I can usually get the whole place clean in like an hour or so. If I'm deep cleaning, obviously it takes longer, but it is nice that I can just kind of like quickly go through the whole apartment and tidy things up, and it's pretty quick to get that done. And lastly, number 10, my number one favorite thing about this apartment is that it is mine. Which like sounds a little cheesy and silly and whatever, but like this is my first time living completely by myself with no roommate, no boyfriend, nobody else there. I mean, obviously the cats are with me, but like my first time completely by myself. And it has been such an important experience for me to do that. Coming out of living with somebody else for 3 years and kind of thinking that that was my future, and then having to go from that to living completely by myself and like rearranging my whole life was a really, really hard experience to go through. And I have done it. I've done it really successfully. Like, I am managing my money really well. I'm managing my home, everything that I need to get done, my job. Like, I feel like everything is just coming together, and that started with me finding this place that I could really turn into my own special sanctuary place, and that is this apartment. So I'm really grateful for that. I know that's a little cheesy, but like, I love living here. I love living by myself, and I'm really grateful to be able to do that. So that's it. That's my cute little video. 10 things I love about my apartment. I truly love living in Philly. I do want to start filming some more like Philly videos, going out and doing things, exploring, thrifting. I do still want to make like an ultimate thrift guide of Philly. So definitely let me know if you're liking the Philly content, and I will continue with that for sure. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!